It started like most Hollywood scandals do, with a single blurry video and 1,000 wild theories. Late one night, a short clip began circulating on social media. It showed Sam Heughan and Dakota Johnson leaving a private charity dinner in London. They were laughing, walking side by side under a streetlight. At one point, Dakota touched Sam's arm as they crossed the street, and that was it. 30 seconds of friendly body language turned into the internet's next obsession. By morning, headlines were everywhere. Sam Heughan and Dakota Johnson, secret London date? New power couple or PR illusion? Heughan caught in midnight rendezvous. Entertainment outlets recycled the same clip, analyzing every movement in slow motion, framing it as a romantic confession caught on camera. Fans went into overdrive. Twitter exploded with theories, TikTok edits romanticized the moment, and gossip pages declared, Outlander meets 50 Shades. The irony was that Sam and Dakota had been seen together before, at charity events, film premieres, even group dinners with mutual friends. But this time, the context didn't matter. The internet had decided their story for them. Within 24 hours, the situation spiraled. Dozens of YouTube channels uploaded investigations, complete with thumbnails of Sam and Dakota photoshopped under clickbait titles. Confirmed relationship? What Amelia Warner doesn't know. Bloggers claimed, exclusive insider sources. One gossip site even wrote that the two had been quietly seeing each other for months. The frenzy reached its peak when a so-called leaked message appeared online. A fake screenshot suggesting that Sam had called Dakota someone special. The post went viral within hours before being debunked, but by then, the damage was done. For weeks, Sam stayed silent. He didn't post on social media, didn't attend public events, and ignored interview requests. Every time he appeared, microphones followed him. Are you and Dakota dating? Are the rumors true? He smiled politely, said nothing, and walked away. But silence in Hollywood is gasoline. The less he spoke, the more the rumors burned. Fans were divided. Some defended him fiercely. Let Sam live his life, they wrote. Others felt betrayed. He's lying. Why doesn't he just admit it? On TikTok, entire accounts were dedicated to dissecting his gestures, his expressions, even the color of his shirts. A source close to Sam told The Guardian, he's hurt by all this. Sam's always tried to keep his private life private. He doesn't like drama, but this crossed a line. Meanwhile, Dakota Johnson was facing her own wave of speculation. During a film press tour in New York, reporters kept slipping the same question into every interview. Are you dating Sam Heughan? Her answer was always the same, a polite smile and a quiet, Sam is wonderful, but no. Yet the internet didn't want no. It wanted confirmation, conflict, or chaos. Things escalated further when tabloids began dragging other names into the narrative. Katrina Balfe, Jamie Dornan, even Chris Martin. Articles compared timelines, twisted quotes, and framed it all as a Hollywood love triangle. A fabricated feud between Dakota and Katrina started trending with the hashtag #DakotovsKatrina, even though neither woman had ever spoken about the other. By the end of the month, Sam's patience had run out. He had built his career on discipline, humility, and hard work. He wasn't a stranger to gossip. Fans had speculated about his love life for years, but this time, it felt personal. People he respected were being dragged into a fantasy that didn't exist. And worse, it was starting to overshadow his work. So when he arrived in London for the premiere of his new film, Echoes of the North, and a reporter shouted the same tired question, Sam, what's really going on with Dakota Johnson? He didn't walk away. He stopped. The cameras zoomed in. The crowd went silent. Sam turned toward the reporter, his expression calm but firm. You want the truth? He said, his Scottish accent cutting through the noise. All right, I'll tell you the truth. The red carpet froze. Enough, he continued. Stop the lies. And with those 3 words, Sam Heughan, the man who had built an entire career on charm, privacy, and professionalism, finally broke his silence. Whatever he was about to say next would either put an end to the chaos, or make it explode all over again. The crowd went silent. Cameras stopped clicking. Every journalist in the room leaned forward, waiting for what Sam Heughan would say next. He took a deep breath and looked directly into the flashing lights. His voice was calm, measured, but there was a sharp edge beneath it. "I've stayed quiet because I've always believed that silence is stronger than gossip," he began. "But enough is enough. The stories going around about me and Dakota Johnson, they're not true." The red carpet erupted into chaos, reporters shouting, microphones pushing forward, but Sam didn't flinch. He continued, steady and clear. "Dakota is a friend," he said. "A talented, kind, and inspiring person I respect immensely. We've worked together on projects, we've shared laughs at industry events, that's it. There's no secret romance. There's no scandal. There's no betrayal. Just friendship." His words cut through the noise like a blade. It wasn't anger, it was exhaustion. You could hear it in his tone, see it in the tension in his jaw. This wasn't just about one rumor. It was about years of being turned into a headline, a caricature, a fantasy built by people who'd never met him. "I understand curiosity," he went on, "but this isn't curiosity anymore. It's fabrication, and it's hurting people who don't deserve it. Dakota doesn't deserve to be dragged through something like this. Neither does anyone else whose name keeps getting thrown into these stories." The reporters fell silent. Sam's publicist stood nearby, frozen, clearly not expecting this moment of raw honesty. Sam shook his head, a tired smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. "I've learned that in this industry, people will believe what they want. Some folks love a good lie because it's easier to digest than the truth. But the truth is simple. I'm not dating Dakota. I'm not secretly engaged. I'm not part of some Hollywood triangle. I'm just me." A ripple of applause came from somewhere behind the cameras, a fan who had snuck into the crowd. Others followed. It wasn't loud, but it was genuine. When the reporters tried to ask follow-up questions, Sam held up a hand. "I'll answer one more," he said. A journalist from Variety stepped forward. "Sam, do you feel betrayed by the media?" He paused, thinking carefully. "No," he said finally. "I feel disappointed. Because we've forgotten that actors are people too. We're allowed to have friends without turning them into scandals. We're allowed to be seen in public without someone assuming it's romance. It's not about me or Dakota, it's about basic respect." That clip, just under 3 minutes long, was uploaded online within minutes. By midnight, it had gone viral. The caption under every repost was the same. "Sam Heughan says, stop the lies." Fans flooded social media with messages of support. "This is why we love him. He handled it with grace and strength." About time someone called out the gossip machine. The hashtags #StopTheLies and #RespectSamHeughan trended worldwide. Even Dakota Johnson broke her silence later that night. She posted a short message on Instagram stories. "Sam is one of the kindest, most respectful people I've ever known. Please stop twisting something pure into something ugly." The message disappeared after 24 hours, but it was enough. The narrative began to shift. Major outlets changed their headlines. People magazine wrote, "Sam Heughan speaks out with dignity amid rumors." The Guardian called his speech a rare moment of honesty in a city addicted to speculation. Over the following week, Sam appeared in several interviews to discuss his film. And though journalists tried to circle back to the Dakota question, he always answered the same way. Calm, polite, but firm. "I've said what needed to be said," he told one reporter. "And I meant every word." Behind the scenes, industry peers reached out to praise him. One co-star told Vanity Fair, "Sam did what most actors are too scared to do. He told the truth. No filters, no PR polish. It takes courage to speak that plainly." By the end of the month, the frenzy had faded. The fabricated romance that once dominated headlines had dissolved into nothing more than a cautionary tale about the power and danger of celebrity rumor culture. And yet, in a quiet post a week later, Sam left his fans with one last reflection. A photo of the Scottish coast, waves crashing against the rocks, and beneath it, a caption. Truth doesn't shout. It stands still while the noise burns itself out. It was poetic, stoic, entirely Sam. For a man accused of hiding too much, he had just proven that sometimes, the bravest thing you can do isn't to stay silent. It's to speak once, with honesty, and let that truth echo louder than the lies ever could.